Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Sam here at Seven Figure Retreat with all my friends. I got two people here missing. Steve and Luke already at the pool party and MGM Grand, but it's all good. You know, it's Steve's birthday. Shout out to Steve Krebs. What's going on? So Neil, we have Neil here. We have Ian here. We have David here, Damien, and Kurt. So every one of us, we're going to ask a question. And we're going to get the best answer, and we're going to go straight with you, Kurt. Kurt, what is your number one question that you want to answer?
What is the best solution? If somebody comes to you and they can't do one-on-one training or boot camp training, but they don't have the time to commit to like weekly set appointments, do you make a product or do you do some kind of coaching program with them? And how do you get that to them in the highest quality possible?
Well, you've got to have different things. You're going to have different price offers and also different challenges. So if you're doing a group training, you give the option of, okay, that you can either give them a bit of a premium or whatever, or what way allowance that they have the choice of classes. If they're working shift work, you've got different people with different careers or whatever like that, like a guard, like a nurse or something like this. But also then as well, what I did was did a 21-day ebook just as a taster. Now I wrote up a program with progressions and I mapped out 21 days. And I supplied that to my list about 28 days to Christmas. I did it in a week. And I think I sold about 70 ebooks. Well, just a week. Basically, I did a week in a week. Now, I've only sent that out to my list once. That was it. So I have it sitting there. But I also then did a video of each of those exercises as an upsell. So when you bought the book, hey, would you like how to do it? Yoke. Now what I did try to do was an additional upsell to that was the audio program in Garage Talk in iPhone where I'm talking through the workout. Now what I made a ball of it up. But there is, I'm sure, a simpler way of doing it. But what I'm saying is that there is optimal and there is reality. Some people do not live near you, but they might want to avail of your services. And until you get a coaching program up and running, it might be a viable solution for you to do. You can do online coaching. You're going to have to set up the structure of the time of the day. So I go with an ebook, with a workout, and then give them the taster, and then if you're interested in more in the coaching program, then come on.
What we do at my gym, we have, and this is for boot camp for group training. It's like flat monthly rates. It's going to be a regular member. Now, if they cannot be a regular member, like what you're asking, we have a monthly membership fee they still have to pay. It's small, but so that there's recurring revenue no matter what. And they can buy packages of boot camp sessions. And we have two different contract lengths. Boot camp sessions cost less if you agree to a longer contract, or they cost a little, just like $5 to work out more if you're on a shorter contract. That way, if someone's coming in, just once a week or something, then they're saving money off having a regular membership. But we priced it in a way that if they're coming at least twice a week, it would make more sense for them to sign a year-long contract and pay the regular monthly membership, and that ends up being better value for them. But at least that way, the people who are more sporadic or just don't, if they have different workout regimen, they're doing spinning or yoga or whatever crap, and they just want to come in once a week, we still have something to offer them. That's what we do.
For me, to answer your question, what you can do is set up a program design, part of your business, and then write out a program for them and just hand it to them. So that if they can't come in daily, do an assessment or one-on-one, and then write out the program. And what you can do is have templates for specific people, like Fat Loss Program or Get Big Program, and then you can just send it to them. You can put that online. What we did to combat that issue is we did group training. We have 9 sessions a day, and if someone says can't come at 5:30 in the morning or 6 o'clock at night, then they're working too much. I mean, someone's got to be able to fit into one of those time slots, and they usually can. But what I do with someone like that is I set up an assessment, I do a one-on-one training session, and I'll sell them a DVD or the online program, depending on the assessment. And that way they can take it and use it.
We had a thing called a satellite program. A bit like that, when they come in and they get their program updated for 2 days, and then they would go off to themselves. And what you want to do is look at making that a long-term commitment, 3 or 6 months, because to keep accountability, if you give that program or just do the session wham bam thank you now, you probably won't see them again. It's got to be like when you do that session, they pay in advance for maybe 2 months, and so they have to come back for that second month, and you hold that in arrears, and they come in for 2 sessions, and they pay for program design. Make sure you charge for program design, because otherwise you're attaching your work to it. No value.
Great tips. Neil, you have anything?
I have nothing to add. Some awesome tips there.
Okay. Now, Kurt, I totally agree with Ian. Make sure it's not a smoke screen that you just give you an excuse not want to sign up. Because usually, if you, haven't, pretty much, you said a bunch of classes, a bunch of different things, and they give you a time issue. Sometimes it's just a smoke screen. They just don't want to do anything. If it's not a smoke screen, you then should have what I call like an integrated product suite. Like what we do is we have our high-end one-on-one training. Okay, we have semi-private training. Next door we have boot camp training. We have metabolic training. Obviously we'll talk about that later. That's a more advanced one that requires a physical therapist being there. But also, if you look at my website, it's Coaching with Dr. Sam. On fitnessgurusam.com. I do online coaching if somebody really needs for me to coach them online. And they're willing to pay for it and whatnot. And the way you charge it is no different than you would charge it to train somebody one-on-one. Because doesn't matter if you're actually in the place or not. Whatever time you got to put into the program design, that's what your time is worth. So a lot of people are like, well, I'm not going to be there, so I can charge less, and they kind of devalue themselves. So if you're worth $100 an hour, and that program costs you costs you 1 hour for you to write up, then you need to charge for the $100 for that program design for that week or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So having a coaching program, they totally increases your reach. So you can some people I would say some people small percentage live somewhere else, but they want you to coach them. Now you're not geographically limited. You can you can coach people all across the country or for the world for that matter, and you can get paid for it. And so I think that's a great way to do it. As a matter of fact, one of my good friends and coaching clients, AJ, is coming out with that. I think I told you before, that done for you bunch of videos that you can tell your clients, hey, well, I want you to watch this video, follow this nutrition program, do this workout program. And I love Ian's templates, different things. Gain weight template, woman over 60 template. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. I think you can definitely expand your reach and having a whole different income stream from that.